It's all coming back now. I was trying to be so cool for him. Like, it was like a little trap that they could smoke in, so we didn't do whatever on it. But we basically almost was having fun. With that, I just became like super crazy, child. Yeah, I'm smacked. Let's talk about it. Okay. You bitch could never. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a story time with you guys because I feel like I always feel like something. I feel like genuinely I've gotten asked to do this story time before on my Instagram, and I just feel like now I'm oh my gosh, I'm so childish because why am I laughing already? I just feel like now I'm grown enough to even tell this story, because when y'all was asking me, it felt like it wasn't that long ago. Now I feel like it's a good amount of time and I can finally tell this story. So today I want to tell the story of my first time that I lost my virginity. The time I lost my innocence, child. This is the boy that definitely turned me out, had me acting a little crazy, to put me on a leash. Bitch, I was outside about this one.
And that's what you're gonna settle for. I'm gonna stick beside him.
Lately, I've been feeling this drink. I've been on it too. I'm definitely feeling the XXL, so I'm gonna pour in some. I need to like loosen up to tell the story. It's like I'm embarrassing. Like, I don't know why I'm so embarrassing to tell the story. Oh my gosh, I have Pilates on Tuesday. I feel like so like, bitch, I got Pilates. Oh babe, I can't make it. I got Pilates. You hear how that sounds? I got Pilates. The apple, because they didn't have mango. I usually like mango. I'm not like a big fan of all the XXL flavors, but the mango was good, and this is my first time trying the apple. I heard the apple was good, so. Oh, that's good. Too good. Okay, I don't think we need no introduction for this. I think we just gonna get straight into it. I gotta get all my giggles out for this story because this is too much. Let's start when Benny was in high school, because yes, what's so crazy about it is I can remember like vividly around this time, like who my friends was, like what I was into and all that good stuff. Did I say his name? Okay, I'm gonna give him another name because not for nothing, the boy that I lost my virginity to, we not beefing. It's not no beef over here. Genuinely, I love him. He loved me right back, so beef over here. So no, I think that's messy. I'm not gonna say his name. Call him, damn. Cool, we're gonna call him Puff. This was my first boyfriend. It's like basically my first everything. Started off from where we met. So me and this boy, we met on Facebook. At this time, I wasn't really lit on Facebook, but I was a sophomore in high school and posted my little pictures, and I was getting like 100 likes, 300 likes the most. Like, I wasn't getting no crazy likes yet. I wasn't going crazy on Facebook. I'm still trying to like figure out my style, what I liked and whatnot. One day, he had added me on Facebook. On this time, we was just adding people. Like, if you look like you was from New York, you go to school around, for me, you would add them back. Like, he was from New York. Cute. I remember he looked so tall. Like, I remember he looked so tall. And he got long hair. Wear it in like a big puff, or he would wear it in like braids all the way back, like Allen Iverson braids, or he would wear it like this way. Like, thought he was so cute. And not for nothing, before I didn't know it, but now I know, I'm attracted to guys with long hair. I don't know where that comes from, what it's about. Maybe I got a little fruit in my tooth. I don't know, but I've always liked boys who have long hair. Why is niggas texting me asking me if I fuck with them? I don't fuck with you. Like, I barely fuck with me. Anyways, the long hair had got me, and it looked like he was playing basketball, so I was like, okay, got me a little NBA star. Okay. He had messaged me on Facebook, and we had started talking on Facebook. This is all through social media. So now I'm going to school, I'm talking to my friends. Like, all my friends got little boyfriends. I'll tell y'all who my friend group was right now. It was Milani, Kasia, and Marlene. Now, it was more of us, but this was like the group within the group. So we would like, we talking about our little boo. I'm like, yes, I'm talking to this boy. He's mad cute. Like, I'm showing up. There's another thing. We was texting on Facebook. Then the texting had went to iCloud. Girl, please. I was texting his iCloud. I guess his phone wasn't working, so he ended up FaceTiming. We ended up falling asleep on the phone. If you know, you know. That was tea, like feeling each other. Falling asleep on the phone.
I know that's right.
This had to be like from the Thursday to the weekend to now the Monday. I gotta tell all my friends, yeah, like he might be the one. What's so true about it? Remember when I said that he looked like he lived in New York? Yes, because that's exactly it. He just looked like he lived in New York because he used to live in New York. I later found out that he was living in Virginia. Yes, he was living in Virginia with his father. He couldn't live with his mother now because, give y'all a little backstory on that. We're gonna put a pin in the story real quick. Puff, his older brother, was part of a rising gang in New York City from where they was from, in East New York. I was born in Flatbush, but I came outside in East New York. I'll tell y'all more story times from high school. Y'all gonna understand why that's relevant. Puff's older brother had got unalived, and his name was just in the streets. Puff had a lot of other siblings. He had another sibling, and she was kind of lit as well. So it kind of came like, kind of just was lit by affiliation of his siblings, if that makes sense. I mentioned this to say, like, now that I could look back at it, Puff probably just always felt like he had to live up to his brother because Puff was on that at all times. That's what's so true about it. Even at the time, there was like this group, they had came out and made a song dissing his brother. Like, it was so crazy. Like I could see why he would want. It was almost like, it was like people was taunting him. So
he felt like he always had something to prove. Stopping him, like, music. I don't know if y'all know what the drill scene is like in New York City, but it's intense. Like, a really goofy person, but like, he would turn.
I don't know, but whatever. Puff would get into a lot of trouble while he was in New York, to the point where his mom just couldn't handle it. So his mother sent him to live with his father in Virginia. That didn't do much because he would just end up getting in trouble in Virginia, and his father would get upset and then send him back to his mother. A constant back and forth of him being back and forth from Virginia to New York, to Virginia, back to New York. This time when I met Puff, he was residing with his father in Virginia. So he didn't tell me this for a while. Oh my gosh, it's all coming back now. Puff had lied because he told me he had went to Jeff, and Jeff was a school that was right around the corner from my house. Yes, I don't know if he felt like he wasn't gonna actually like keep talking to me, or like, I don't know, but he ended up telling me the truth, and we ended up meeting, I believe, like the following summer. We started talking sometime in the spring. So we were talking on Facebook and iMessage and FaceTime for like, so from March, April, May, June, we're talking online that whole time. FaceTiming, and I'm telling my friends, like, yes, like, this is my boyfriend, like, I don't care, like, feel me? I don't know if I was telling my friends where he lived at. Like, I don't know if I was telling my friends the full story, but I was telling them this is my man, and I was always showing them this is my man, sending them little screenshots of us on FaceTime.
Okay. Okay.
As soon as I got home from school, I was going in the house so I could get on FaceTime with my boo and watch him at practice. Ridiculous. Because remember I said he was playing basketball, so I just wanted to go home and talk to my boo on that little FaceTime. So Ann did. Okay, when I met him that summer now, oh my gosh. He was everything that I could have imagined.
Your rapper favorite trapper favorite rapper.
Games in New York, we end up living so close to each other. He was living like right up the block from me. Like, when I tell you, like a 5-minute walk. So you already know how this was coming. Like, we was a couple. If he ain't make it known, maybe I made it known. First day I actually met him, I ended up meeting his mom. Oh my god, this is like, so looking back at it, this is so like, I ended up meeting his moms because the day that I met him, I ended up getting my period. What? And what's so crazy about it, you guys see the skirt that I'm wearing now? The shorts that I was wearing that day, very similar to these ones that I'm wearing right now, and they were this color. I ended up changing, ghetto, and I was looking so cute, y'all. Like, I had my hair like all curled up, like so cute. What's that? Like,
I think the craziest part about this is, to this day, Puff does not know that I had caught my period, and that's why I was not wanting to be outside because remember, I'm young, I'm embarrassed. Like, my period work, it's like, it turned on and I knew, I was like, oh my God, I gotta go now. It's kind of like, I just didn't want him to know, so I never told him. So to this day, he did not know. That's why our date got cut short, but.
You have to understand.
And then I didn't want to go anywhere no more. And we couldn't stay at my house. But he still wanted to hang out, so we ended up going to his house and I ended up meeting, like, his whole family.
It was just a mess. Like, I ended up having cramps. I ended up meeting his sister. And that's why I ended up meeting his mom. And I was young, so it's like, I don't know. Oh my God, why would I think about it? Bye. We out that one time, and then after that one time, summer when I ended up seeing him, we would see each other like every day. We would just chill, mac out, kiss. I was like obsessed with him. This is actually how I ended up meeting Trippy, Holly, and Rich. Ended up meeting them through this boyfriend. It was like his friends when we was younger. They used to all chill in this one park called 190. And I remember Puff would never allow me to be in 190. That shit used to piss me off.
Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up! Stand up!
Leave me at his mother's house and then go to 190 and then come back and like check on me and then go back to 190.
Stand up!
He would never want me at the park.
Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid?
He told me some stupid ass excuse now, but like I don't buy that shit. And like I would see his friends once in a while because, you know, niggas love their friends. But this is how I ended up starting smoke. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Mom, if you are watching this, yo, this is the time for you to click out. Let me tell y'all another thing. My mother, she did not like Puff from the jump. Anything that had to do with Puff, she hated it. She hated when he was brought up. She hated how I acted when I was with him. She hated the times that I want to go out with him. Mom, if you're watching this, it's time for you to click out, boo. The XXL got me feeling sexy. XXL. Stop. So this was the summer that I started smoking. Okay, quick story time within the story time. His grandmother or his mother's family, they own like a whole crib. First floor was like a little trap that they could smoke in, sell weed in, do whatever in there. They had like a trap that they could do whatever they wanted to do in there. His friends used to smoke in there. One day we was all chilling. I think I had like made a whole issue like I want to chill with you and you want to chill with your friends. Like, yeah, I was a little emotional one. We chilling with his friends now, and this was in the summertime. I was trying to be so cool for him. Like I had told him like, oh yeah, I already smoked before. Like this not nothing new for me. Like I was acting like I was so cool. I hit that weed hit me right back. And passes me the blunt, right? He's sitting with me and all his friends, they all smoking. He passes me the blunt. I hit the blunt, y'all. And I swear, it was like, I just started seeing, like, everything just started, like, amplifying, like, echoing. Like, the way people looked was echoing. Like, I was seeing people 3 times. Like, their voices was, like, echoing. I remember Puff was just like, you okay? You okay? I'm like, I'm good. And then I remember I was just like, no, I gotta go home. Because I was like, I'm seeing too much stuff that I'm not supposed to be seeing right now. I was like, I just want to go home. So I ended up going home.
Oh my God, it's not funny.
And at this point, after that one time of us getting high, we ended up starting getting high together, like by ourselves, and like he started making me feel comfortable with getting high. Yeah, so as you can see, there's a lot of firsts going on. Like first time smoking weed. Like my mother just knew. Like this was the boy that really turned me out. My mother knew I had a boyfriend. Like every day she would accuse me of having sex. Like everything was, you start having sex. You having sex now? You think you're grown? I was your age at once. Every day I was getting that. And that's fuel in the summertime. I remember because I would come in the summertime, summer nights, and I would come in and I'd be high. And that's why I was getting. She thought Puff was going to carry me and never bring me back, or whatever my mom used to say, y'all. Like, I feel like we almost like groomed each other into it, because I feel like we was a lot of firsts for each other. We would do stuff, but we would do everything, but we was just basically grooming each other for, if that makes sense. Like hang out with his little brothers, because remember we was young, so we wasn't really going on dates and stuff like that. We would just like go to the park, take his brothers to the park, hang out, eat food at his house, just like regular stuff. I said that he would come for holidays. After summertime he left, and we would talk on FaceTime every day. Like after the summertime, Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. And what's so true about it, Puff was not even treating me how I was supposed to be treated. Like, it was definitely incidences with like, texting other girls or like just little funny things or whatever the case may be. But I knew that I was Puff girlfriend, if that made sense. And that's trifling to say. Like, yeah, that don't make it no better. That's trifling. But you know what I'm trying to say in this moment. Yeah, I'm smacked. But like, yes. So, feel me? But when Puff left that summer, that was my man. We was about to exchange presents for Christmas. Goals in my head. Like, this. What? Okay, let's back up. School year has started and we're back to talking on FaceTime and I'm messaging each other. We had did stuff for the summer. Like, guys. I remember. He had used fingers on me that summer.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah. So now when we're like talking and texting, we're like talking and you know, and we start talking about more stuff. Like, we start having like almost like, I don't want to say phone, but we basically almost started like, for the most, we was having phone. Almost, I feel like, whatever.
Send each other pictures and gifs of what we wanted to do with each other. Like, we was so grown. Like Tumblr taught us what to do.
Gross! My ass whooped. Oh my gosh, I needed my ass whooped. So now when he comes back for Thanksgiving, I just know my mom was working this Thanksgiving because I had ended up spending Thanksgiving with his family. So we end up smoking. Oh my gosh, mom, if you're watching this, like, click out. Like, nieces, nephews, cousins, little cousins, like, everybody. Like, click. Respect me, I respect you. It's time for you to get close, to get a little rated R. Remember, I was at his house with him, and we was able to smoke in downstairs, the downstairs part of his house.
Now, we knew what we was doing because we had left over by his mom's house because we needed more privacy. So we went to my mom's house because my mother wasn't there. She was working that Thanksgiving and she thought I was gonna spend Thanksgiving with my boyfriend's family. Whole time we at home at her house.
And then we ended up going to my house. Remember, I had lived like 5 minutes away from him. We ended up going to my house. I remember we had already talked about this on the phone. I was too grown, too fast, too grown. We was walking to my house now. We got to my house and we was chilling in my living room. And she always been real cute with the decor and all of that. She had like this really cute rug that was so big it took up most of the living room. Like, this was a huge rug.
Okay.
And we was laying on the rug and that's another thing. I remember we was so high.
Like, it was to the point where we was just staring at each other for a good like 10 minutes and our eyes was just so low and we was just staring at each other. And like, I remember like we was like touching each other because you gotta remember, like, we was just starting to get hot for real. So like, I don't know what was in the weed back then. Like, everything like felt like everything felt different. Like, kissing felt different, touching felt different, everything just like felt like more enhanced, like amplified.
And I remember before this we had like a, that was really our thing. Like, we was really into that. Even though I'm grown, like, it still feel like this is so too much. Like, I was so grown. I needed my ass whooped. He was laying on the rug and he had ended up getting on top of me.
It's too much. It's just too much.
He kind of just took over from there because, yeah. Oh my god! For the most part, I was high. For the most part, I was very high. I just don't think that as a young girl, at 15, I should have been feeling that. Because the way it felt, like, rigidity, like, made me crazy. Like, we was now, like, so locked in. The way it felt for me is not how it felt for everybody, because people tell me about is a pain that I remember feeling when we was doing one of our sessions. He kind of like was breaking the ice. Like, we kind of was just like playing it out for a while, which is so grown. So grown. After that, I just became like super crazy, child. I was finding out ways to like walk past that park that I was telling y'all about, that park that he did never want me in, that I could never go to, that I used to just sit in the house. I used to find reasons that I need to walk past the park. I need to go see what's going on over there.
A bunch of stuff that I had never done before. Me and Puff ended up just getting mad toxic. Like, I remember one time he had dropped me out a window and his friends had dead ass posted it. Like, he made them delete it. It was like, we was so toxic. Like, it ended up hacking his Instagram, Facebook, all types of shit. Like, it was bad. I got more stories for y'all about Puff. Don't even worry about it. Don't even trip.
That's still my boy though. Now it's my boy. Puff is currently incarcerated. He definitely still calls me. Me and Puff are not a thing, but like it's so much love. And Puff claims he lost his virginity to me too. I don't know if I believe him, because I just don't know if I believe him. Story of how I lost my virginity, and my mother clocked it. She knew the whole time. And when I tell you, Puff took me for a, like, I don't even know what to say about Puff, y'all. I lost my virginity to him, and we was together for a while. Like, he had got locked up. I was with him for a while. We had broke up at least a couple times, went back in. We was still together. Like, he didn't really, like, I remember we had broke up just after he cheated on me. I had went, dude, this is my first time ever Puff. Like, I had never body but Puff. So I went and somebody else, bro. Puff wanted to make it a big thing. I don't know if he went through my phone or what, but he had found out who the dude was. I just wanted him to not make it a big deal, because I make this a big thing, because like I really like, because you be cheating on me and we was not together, but like I could not fucking Puff that. I tell Puff that I because it was like we done been through the most. Like, that was the nigga that, like, that was my first heartbreak. I was in my mother's guest room in the house, and I don't know why I couldn't stay in my room. I just needed to stay in the guest room, and I was just crying in there. Like, I remember I had burned our pictures. Child, I was going through about Puff. Like, me and Puff was too much. And we is cool. Like, it's so funny because we're so cool. Free Puff, for real. And he didn't do what they say he did. But that's the story of how I lost my virginity, and it's so ghetto. It's so fucking ghetto. Thank you for listening, and thank you for tuning in. If y'all like story times, tell me, because I love doing story times. I love sitting here and talking to y'all. And I know all my homegirls that's watching this know exactly who Puff is. Like, free Puff. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.